My name's Jay Dolmage and I teach at the University of Waterloo in Ontario, Canada. I was involved in the professional resource Disability in the Teaching of Writing, and then I'm also a co-editor of the new Bedford Bibliography with Nedra Reynolds, and then I'm co-author of How to Write Anything with Readings. The blog channel is called Advice from How to Write Anything, and it sort of was born out of extra things that we developed for How to Write Anything, including the teacher's guide and website and those sorts of things. There's this feeling that you're writing for your colleagues and with your colleagues on a shared blog like Bits, so it's just kind of fun to have that tone. So it's fun to write. What's most interesting to me is developing or borrowing ideas for kind of unique classroom assignments and unique writing assignments that go beyond sort of the traditional genres. In some ways I'm trying to bridge between the research and scholarship in our field and the interesting things people are talking and writing about with popular cultural examples. I often write about personal narratives and personal writing because I think that's what the first writing that a lot of people do in their writing classes. And I've talked about kind of alternatives to the traditional personal narrative. So multivocal personal narratives or literacy autobiographies or kind of critical personal autoethnographies. And these are things that have come out of research in our field, but then you can find examples of those things online. Like the movie Mean Girls actually takes this kind of genre of ethnography. Her parents are anthropologists, and so the film she's making about herself borrows all these things from anthropology and is this kind of ethnography. So it's an example that I use with students, and then it's an example that I can link to on the blog so that other teachers could use it too. So to come up with ideas for my blog posts, I'm often thinking, well, what do I think other teachers are dealing with right now? It's always something I have done in class or I'm preparing to do in class, and I kind of nerd out on the idea that all these other people share the same kinds of ideas and questions and concerns that I do. Because in your home department, you don't have those people. There's nobody who wants me to walk into their office and start talking about writing. It's really nice to think there's this community of people who are interested in those same things and that it's a conversation with like-minded people. I think I've ended lots of posts by saying, I don't really know what to do with this, or maybe somebody else has a better idea than me about this, because it doesn't have to be super authoritative. You don't have to take on that expert tone that you do in a lot of academic writing, and it's kind of freeing to write a blog that's just a bunch of questions, right? Or the kernel of an idea that you think somebody else could do a lot better than you could do.